back to your 30-day Mat Pilates summer shred. Today is day 5. We're doing a 30-minute arms and abs workout. All you're gonna need for today is a Pilates ball and 2 light hand weights. Totally fine if you don't have the Pilates ball, you can always do it without, and I'm gonna offer modifications throughout the workout. So take it at your own pace and let's go ahead and get started. Meet me into your tabletop position. We'll start off with a quick little warm-up. Shoulder blades are stacked right over your wrists, starting off by rolling out those wrists, especially if you have sensitive joints. Really good to roll these out, get them warmed up before we start putting pressure on them. Rolling out your ankles here. And then we'll tap out the toes. And go ahead and bring those knees about mat width distance apart. And let's take 3 big hip circles all the way to the right, around to the left and back. 2 more here, around to the left and back. And we have one last one. And back to center. Let's go ahead and take it to the left hand side, all the way around and back. Last 2. And you have one last one. All right, knees can come back into center, taking a few cat and cows, gazing all the way up. And exhale as you bring it all the way in. Inhale as you reach, and exhale as you pull that spine in, belly button into your spine, and we reach. And one last one here. Squeeze and pulling your belly button in. So good. All right, coming back to your neutral spine. Let's go ahead and tuck our toes in, step all the way in towards our downward facing dog. Starting off with your first pedal of the feet. So keeping your chin out of your chest, just finding a little pedal of your feet, getting those heels as close to the mat as you can. Stretching out your calves. And then we'll go ahead and get into 3-legged dog. Right leg is gonna go all the way up behind you here. Right knee bends, and let's bring it in, pulling it all the way in towards our chest. And exhale as you press this right leg back. All the way in, squeeze. And exhale as you press. We have 2 more here. Bring it in, squeeze. And we reach, you got it. We have one last one. And exhale as you press. All right, here, let's go ahead and come into our low lunge. So right foot comes forward, left knee comes down, palms are down. We lift this left knee up a couple inches and we tap it down. Just a couple inches and we tap. So starting to warm up our left quads, getting those hip flexors. We have 5 right here. Nice. And you have 4. Squeeze for 3. Last 2. And one last one. All right, drop this left palm down. We open up on this right hand side. Big deep breath, rolling out your wrists. And then on your last breath, let's go ahead and come all the way down onto our palms. Coming onto your back leg here, let's reach for our right toe, stretching your hamstrings, and then go ahead and come all the way forward with this right knee, and take a little bit of movement here. In, and then all the way out. Nice. Bring it in, and out. We have last 2. Squeeze, and in, and you have one last one. And in, nice. Starting to feel a little bit looser on this right hand side. Go ahead and bring those palms all the way back, and we extend in towards our downward facing dog. Finding your second pedal of the feet here. Getting back to your breath. And then go ahead and lift this left leg all the way up behind you. Bend the left knee in and we pull it in towards our chest here, shifting our weight forward. And we press all the way back. And bring it all the way in. So strong. Reach it up. And in. We have 2 more like this. You got it. All the way up. And we have one last one. Reach it out. and in. So good. This time on your way out, one last extension, and then we come in towards our low lunge. Left foot comes forward, right knee is down here. We lift our right knee up and we tap it down. We lift and we tap. You got it. Squeeze and tap. We have last 5 and in. Last 4. You have 3. Give me 2 and 1. Last 1. All right. Right palm stays down here. Let's open up on this left hand side. Big deep breath. And we roll out the wrist. Finding your breath here. And we drop this left palm all the way down. Coming onto your back leg. Reaching for your left toe. Finding this nice stretch in the hamstrings. And then we bring this left knee forward. And we come all the way back. Left knee comes forward. Squeeze. And all the way back. Nice. In and out. Just taking a second to check in with your body, see how you feel today. What feels a little tight. And let's take one last one. In and out. All right. Go ahead and grab your ball. We'll start off on our knees with this ball. So here, we'll place both hands onto the ball in kind of like a little diamond shape. You're on your knees, kind of a little bit off of your heels, so you're in a little hinge. We roll this ball all the way forward towards the top of the mat as you bring the nose closer in. And then we bring it all the way up. And we extend all the way up. All right, so here we're really pressing deeply into this ball as we roll it all the way out and in. We're gonna add on here, so just starting off by extending our shoulders, stretching them out here a little bit, bring it in, and all the way out. You got it. Squeeze, and out. We have last 5 like this. Reaching this ball out on your exhale for 4. And in, finding this full extension of your shoulders. You have 3 more. Squeeze. Last 2. And in. And you have one last one. Squeeze. And in. So strong. All right, here. Go ahead and bring one hand on this ball. So your right hand will stay on this ball. We'll shift our weight a little bit forward. Left hand is going to be behind our head. This time we bring this right elbow in towards our knees. So it's going straight in, making a number 11 with our hands. And then we lift all the way up. You got it. Just this right elbow in and we lift. So here you're already going to start shaking. I'm shaking here too. If you're really pressing down against this ball, bring it in and out. So good. Getting those triceps really strong. We lift. So you want to have a strong grip on this ball. If it's only a light grip and you're just going down like that and you're lifting with your booty, you're not really going to feel it in the arms. So bring this right shoulder forward over the wrist in your tabletop, and that's where you're bending down with this tricep, and then we lift. All right, we have last 5, so strong here, and reach. You have 4 more, pressing firmly, finding that little shake. So good, we have last 3, and reach. You have 2 more, we lift, and you have one last one, and reach. Nice job. This time, we bring this left arm all the way out as we bring this right elbow in, and then we lift it up. Squeeze, bring it down, and we lift. You got it. Squeeze, and reach, down, and lift. We have last 5 right here, keeping this left elbow all the way out. 4 more, and reach. Really strong in this right tricep. And we have 2, squeeze, and up, pulling this belly in. One last one, and reach. There you go. All right, drop this left arm all the way down. Ball's gonna come a little bit farther away from you. Bring the arms about mat width distance apart so you have some space. Knees come a little bit behind. we're gonna come into our push-up position. So here at any point, you can always take this ball off and just come down onto both hands like this. Knees can come up or toes can come up, or they can just stay down, up to you, but we're on our knees here. All right, grab this ball underneath your right hand. We come into a little push-up with the elbows coming out, chest comes down, and we lift it up. You got it. Bring it down. We only have 5 here. Reach, you only have 3. All the way down and lift. We have 2 more. Squeeze and reach, and you have one last one. Woo! And out. So strong. All right, let's go ahead and switch it out to the other side. Ball's gonna be underneath your left hand here. Right hand is gonna be behind your head. So go ahead and bring the shoulder a little bit forward over the wrist. You're gonna start feeling that engagement so much more. And let's bring this tricep down and we lift over this ball. You're pressing firmly down on this ball. Strong grip here, letting those arms shake. Nice. Reach it out. Here you can always take this ball off and do the same thing with the hand just halfway down and lift. Shoulder over wrist. Bring the tricep halfway down and we lift. There you go. If you're really feeling fancy, you can always add this weight here as well behind your head. If you have ankle weights, you can add those too. Totally up to you. All right, we have last side and reach. Give me 4 more. We're squeezing that belly as we lift over this ball. Last 3 and out. You have 2 more. Squeeze and you have one last one and out. Nice. Keeping this ball right underneath our shoulder. This time we extend this right arm all the way out as we bring that tricep in and lift. Right arm stays up. You got it. Squeeze. This is amazing for our core and for our arms. So strong. Bring it down and we lift. We have last 5 right here. And reach. Give me 4 more. Squeeze. Last 3 and up. You have 2. Find your little exhale and you have one last one. Nice. Drop this right palm down. Arms are going to come about mat width distance apart. We just have 5 of these on the knee push-ups. All right, let's do it. Hips come all the way down. Knees are down, toes are up. Elbows come out and we bring it up. Just that chest down and we lift. You have 3 more and reach. You got it. Whew. 2 more and lift. And we have one last one and reach it out. So good. Child's pose quickly on this ball before we do a little transition. On your last breath, let's go ahead and lift all the way up. All right, go ahead and come down all the way onto your stomach. So in your prone position here. So we're on our stomach. Once you're on your stomach, ball is going to be right in front of you. Hands are going to be on this ball. So go ahead and bring this ball all the way out as your nose comes onto the mat. And then as you roll this ball in, that's where we lift our chest and our core up off of the ground. So here it's really important here that you are not just lifting from your back and just bending this back. You're lifting up from your core, belly button is coming off of the mat, but you're squeezing that core as you lift. Super important. At any point if you feel like your lower back is starting to hurt, take a second, take a breath, go a lot slower, and then remember to engage that lower core once you lift. All right, let's go ahead and do it together. So we roll this ball all the way out, nose comes towards the mat, roll it in. As we lift this core, we squeeze that core in. Belly button is up, and then we roll it back down. So good. Reach it up, we squeeze. And into your toes are going to stay down, anchoring you onto the ground. Lift, squeeze, and down. Really want you to focus on pressing against this ball to lift up with that belly button. You got it. Squeeze, and we lift it up. So good. All the way out. Squeeze, and we lift. We have last 6 right here. And reach. Give me 5 more and lift it up. You have 4 and up. Let's go for 3 more reach, and last 2, and lift, you almost there, and we have one last one, and we reach it up, so good. This time only this right arm stays on this ball, left hand's gonna go behind our head. Same thing, we roll it up, we lift, just this right hand rolls all the way out. Lift it up, just that right hand rolls all the way out, and we lift up from this belly button, and down, you're almost there, and lift. Modification without this ball, you can totally just take it off, and just lift up, and come down. Make sure you're lifting up from your core, and in. Squeezing that belly button, bring it down, you have 4 like this. Lift, and in, we have last 3. Lift it up, and in. You have 2, squeeze. Nice, there you go, and we have one last one, and in. Let's switch it out to that left side. Right hand goes behind your head. We lift it up, squeeze, and roll this ball out. Lift it up, squeeze with this core, and in. Your abs are gonna be so sore tomorrow. Reach it up, and down. Finding your little exhale here as you lift up. Nice. We have last 5 right here. You can always take this ball out. Just bring left arm down. You have 4 more here. So strong. Give me last 3. Reach it up. There you go. You have 2 more. Lift and down. And we have one last one. Squeeze and down. All right. Quick child's pose. Come over this ball. Roll out those shoulders. Stretch them out. And let's go ahead and come all the way back down onto our mat, laying down. Go ahead and grab your ball, and we're going to come all the way down. Ball is going to come underneath our tailbone here. So once this ball is underneath your tailbone, plant the palms all the way down. You can also use those hand weights to plant your palms down as well. Whatever feels good depending on the ball that you have and how good your balance is. All right, we'll start off with those knees in towards our chest. All right, we'll start off single leg first. So we take this right leg down, we tap it down, and then we lift. So good. Right leg taps, and we lift. So here, we're really isolating the lower core, getting those deep core muscles to be isolated because now you don't have your back to help support you. There you go. And in, so strong. Tap and lift. Down, and we reach. Let's go for 8 right here. Finding your little exhale as we're pulling the pelvic muscle in. This is really great to practice how to properly engage your core. So you're taking those 2 lower corners right below your belly button. And once you're here in tabletop, we all inhale. And then you exhale only as you drop the toe down, and then you pull that lower belly in. Nice, so give that a shot. Bring it in, find your inhale. Exhale as you pull that belly in. And back in. All right, we have last 4 like this. Squeeze. And reach for 3, down, last 2, lift, and we have 1, last 1. Nice job. Other side, left leg, and in, down, and in. So you're finding your little exhale here. Squeeze that lower belly. You want to make sure that your lower belly is not doming as you drop this left toe down. That's really important here that you find your exhale as you tap, and then you do kind of an opposite movement and you're pulling that belly in. Reach it up and tap, squeeze. This is amazing to really isolate those deep core muscles, the lower core, and lift. We have last 8 here, almost there. 7, tap, 6. Last 5, Guys, you're 20 minutes into the workout, just 10 minutes left. And 2 more. Squeeze. And 1 last one. All right, this time we'll take both legs. We tap both toes down here, so go ahead and bring those knees together. We're gonna bring those feet and knees together. This time we tap the toes down and we lift it up. You got it. Find that little tap, squeeze, and we lift. The tap of both toes is really going to help isolate those lower core muscles and help you lift up from the core instead of using other muscles to help you out. Lift it up and tap. You got it. We have last 8 here. Bring it down and squeeze and in. You have last 6. Lift it up for 5. Down for 4. Squeeze. We have 3 more. So strong here. And 2. Nice. And we have 1 last one. All right, this time after your knees come all the way up, let's extend those knees all the way out into a butterfly. So going in opposite directions. Soles of your feet are together. Dropping the toes down all the way down towards the mat. You want to tap it down. We close those knees. You open the knees back out into your butterfly. And then that's where we lift all the way up. Close the knees out. And we tap it all the way down. Close the knees and back. So this tap is super important because that's what's really going to help isolate those lower core muscles and get you to work a little bit extra harder in this lower core to lift those legs up. There you go. All right, we're almost there. We have last 5 right here. Bring it down. We squeeze and in, up. You have 4 more. Nice. Tap it down right here. We lift up for 3. And reach. Give me last 2. Closing those knees in here. Making sure that you're finding your exhale as you drop the knees down. We have 1 last one. Drop those toes, squeeze. Close the knees. In and back in to center. So good. All right, now we're in a reverse tabletop again. We'll take single leg. Right leg goes all the way out. We tap this heel down. Super important that you tap the heel down. And then we lift this right leg back in. You got it. All the way out, we tap the heel, squeeze, and then we lift all the way in. So strong. Killing it here. We are almost done. Just isolating our lower core. Squeeze and bring it in. All the way out and in. So good. We have last 7 like this. Making sure that you're finding that little tap of your heel. That is the most important part here. And then also making sure that we inhale as our knees are together. Exhale as you extend. Okay, we have last 5. Tap it out. And you have 4 more. Squeeze and reach. Bring it in for 3. All the way out. And keep those palms down to help balance you. You have 2 more. In and 1. Last 1. All right, this time, right leg goes all the way out. We drop this left knee down and we lift the left knee up. Then we bring this right leg back. All right, so adding a little left knee action into that same movement that we did earlier. Just compounding onto it. There you go. Squeezing that core. And then we bring it down. We lift and in. All right, we have last 6 here. Squeeze, tap, lift, and in. We have 5 more. Squeeze, tap, and lift. Give me last 4 here. Alternate those legs. So strong. Nice. We have last 2. And in. So good. And you have 1 last one. All the way out. Tap. Reach. and in. All right, we're not gonna drop those legs yet, we gotta go to the other side. Let's go ahead and get this left leg all the way out. We tap the heel and we bring it back in. So inhale as your knees are together. Exhale as we tap this foot down and bring it back in. So strong. Inhale and then exhale as we tap, paying attention to this lower core here, and lift. Sometimes it's even helpful if you press down lightly onto the two lower corners of your core and make sure that you can kind of feel that engagement right here, feeling it tighten up and constrict, and then you're pulling it in all the way. This is really amazing for when you're doing anything that's without the ball, and just be mindful of what this feels like so you can know how to engage your core properly. All right, reach it out and in. Let's go for last 6 here. Squeeze and back. So strong. We have 5 like this, all the way out and in. 4 more. Tap. Last 3 and in. Almost there. We have 2 more. Squeeze. And you have 1 last 1. All right, this time we're gonna compound it. Go ahead and take this left leg, tap it down. Once the heel is down, let's bring this right foot down. Lift, left knee comes back in the center. All the way out, we tap this right, lift, and back to center. So strong here. Reach, tap, lift, and in. Reach, tap, lift. There you go. Getting the hang of it here. This is your last one on this side. Squeeze, in, and reach. We have last 6 like this. Reach it out, tap, and we're almost done here. Last 5 and then we have our cool down. So strong. Squeeze as you lift it up, making sure we don't forget about that exhale here. I know we're getting tired, but this is where it's most important. 4 more here, almost done, so we gotta pull down. 3 more. Tap and lift. Find that little exhale as you drop it down for 2. Mindful of our lower core. And we have 1 last one, all the way out. And tap, lift, and in. Ooh, go ahead and take this ball all the way out underneath your tailbone, and then we'll take a few sways side to side. Heels can come about mat width distance apart, and let's roll out our hips. So bringing the legs all the way to the left, and then rolling it out and bringing the legs all the way to the right. And in, and in. Catching your breath here. Let's just take a few rolls of your hips all the way to the right. For 3, and 2, and 1, and then rolling the lower back out to your left for 3, and 2, and 1. All right, slowly tuck your knees in towards your chest, give yourself 1 last hug, and then take a nice little roll all the way up to seated position. Careful with your head and neck. And there you have it. That was your day 5 workout, and we'll see you back here for day 6. Bye.